Hey, welcome to Grandpa and the Smart Arrows. Well, Friday, here we go. Hey, please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. I'm not a financial planner, and if you would like, share, and subscribe. So, we're on a 5 minute chart here. We have a buy arrow at, when did we get that buy arrow? 8:45 a.m. We got a buy arrow. And she's going up. These are 5 minute candles. Each candle takes 5 minutes to make. And we have, it's going to be fun to see if we end up with a death cross today or a golden cross. I'm leaning towards we might just get us a golden cross because 50 is underneath the price point now. And as this thing climbs, if we get above, if this blue one goes through that 200 moving average, that yellow dotted one coming from the bottom side here, over here as time goes along, as they come together, if we're above it, we could get a golden cross. And yesterday, that death cross yesterday was $12.70. But, right around $3 at pretty much at the least is what you get with Golden Cross and up to $10, $12. So just something to watch as we go along through the day. Paul's going to be speaking here shortly in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, the Fed speaker, and so he starts talking at 10 o'clock. So you can expect some pretty wild volatility around that point in time. So we're coming up on the open. We're currently running underneath the green arrow. Up, 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 and we will see how high she goes. I thought last night that we would probably open around 215 at the open at 9:30. I don't know if we're gonna make that dollar. We might come close. Who knows? It's only Grandpa guessing, or anyway, where we would open. But it is we managed to get up to 214. Ain't too bad. She could drop back. Who knows? So keep an eye on it. I'll be back in about. Well, my thing will keep going. I have no sound on it, so it's just the chart there, and pretty 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 basic blase thing. I'll be back talking to you in about 4 or 5 minutes. I'll come back and talk, and we'll figure out where we're at. Okay, watch for an arrow. If we get a reverse signal or something. Okay, bye bye. Well, it'll be fun to see what Paul says today. He usually drives us into the toilet, so I'm not real optimistic. But, he might say something good and she'll skyrocket. Right now, I think we might be getting some red arrows, or red candles, I should say. Probably a white arrow, which is down, and Grandpa uses my arrows are based on the Heikin ASHI reverse engulfing method. And Jeff says everyone is smart in Benson. I got my chat running today for a change. And let's see. If I knew how to run this thing, it'd be dangerous. I don't like all these emojis. I only like hearts. And it's hard to adjust. There, I got it. I'll send them a yellow heart. That's kind of what Grandpa does. Okay. So we're still in the 5-minute chart. We still have a buy signal. Currently, nothing has changed other than the price. We're currently at 213.45. And I expect some volatility. I'm thinking by next Tuesday, we're going to probably get up in that 220 range. Just speculating. But I think we may get into the 220 range by next Tuesday. Probably today, for all I know. You just don't know. All you can do is watch these arrows. These arrows will tell you where we're going. That's for absolute sure. I'll be live streaming until 11:15 a.m. or until we get the last candle to switch out, or not candle, arrow. I won't leave you with the arrow going without getting you out of it. Yesterday I ended up going till noon till I got that last arrow. She just ran down the whole day. What a day. Yesterday was a money maker. A money maker. Here's your 50 moving average right here. Still underneath. The 200 moving average is coming down pretty fast. And if they can both get underneath and come together, if they can both get underneath the price point and come together, we could have some excitement here. We're still under a buy signal in the 5-minute charts right there. And we will see what it does. $10 a.m. Eastern, Paul is going to start talking in Wyoming. Jackson Hole. That's a hilly area, that Jackson Hole. Well, I call them hills. They call them mountains. They're probably right. Tell you what, trucking out there is a rough deal. Going up and down the mountains all the time. I went out there and got, that was actually Idaho, potatoes and stuff. But not too much trucking really in Wyoming over the years. We're inching up. We're up to 213.90 area. We've got a high so far today of right at 214, and we're right about on it again right now. She's trying to go up in anticipation of my thoughts, and I could be wrong, but my thoughts on what's going to probably occur here. I think they're going to drive us up, try to drive us up until 10 a.m. and then drop us back off. Watch that 201 area. If we close below 201, you better be looking for 180 if on our way down. So, but I don't think we're gonna. My opinion is I think we're going to zigzag around in the 200 to 220 area for maybe through all next week, possibly. But that's only speculation. Speculating again by, it's a speculation thing. But regardless, if you watch these arrows and you get the right direction at the beginning of the day, you might have to change course, if the real direction is really down and they're driving us up here for a little bit. We don't know that yet, but we will. So because sometimes sometimes they just keep running with what we came in with at the open. Sometimes they switch you up. Like they'll drive you up a little ways and then reverse on you. And you get the true direction of the day. The true direction is the one where it goes the most in that direction. And but if you're not playing, if you're not in the stock, you're not in it. And then, of course, if you have a cash account, you can only go up, so you're not going to reverse. You're just going to get out they're on a white arrow. But the thing is, you may want to. Oh, we got the open, so here we go. It's exciting. I just made a profit, and we will see where she goes. I'm happy. I am happy. Grandpa's making money. They should have named me Richard. I bought some shares down in that 210 area. I just dumped them at 215 for no logical reason other than I was hoping it would open there. I wonder what we did open at. I wonder how close Grandpa got to. Yes, I said we were going to open about 2:15. We went through it in seconds, I could tell you that much. What did we actually open at? I'll tell you shortly. Okay, we have a high of 215.41. So I just skimmed through. I sold out at 215.25, so I'm happy. And we closed, let's see, we're opened 214.45 we opened. So I was 50 cents off on the open, but we hit it within seconds of opening. We closed yesterday at 210.66. And I do know it dropped down in after hours to 210.19, I believe was the low in after hours. And We're still under a buy signal. Still under a buy signal. I'm looking for where we're gonna make the turn down. That's what Grandpa's looking for. Oh, how high will they push this bus? Right now, currently 215.41 is the high of the day. And Grandpa is looking to go short. Oh yeah, she's sailing up. Look at this bus run. Oh, I'm loving this. The higher it goes, the further down it can come. So I'm looking for an opportunity to short. That's what I'm looking for. And try to figure out where this thing is gonna turn. So we have a new high of 216.15 approximately. Oh, this is just beautiful in Grandpa's opinion. Look at it go up. I like that. We are looking strong. We are looking, well, fairly strong. I heated my coffee up. Well, tomorrow I got to go mow that church lawn. It'll be fine. It's pretty sparse, actually, currently. And we're still under a buy arrow. We got our buy arrow right back here. In the pre-market. And so far, so good. I still think this is misdirection. I think we're going to fall back pretty hard when Paul, every time he talks, the market can crash. I'm scared to death of that guy, I can tell you that. I'm putting in some small sells in anticipation of him talking to us. They might hit, they might not hit. I'm hoping it goes up in the 217s. That's what I'm hoping, or even higher. Oh, I'm getting some. I'm happy. Okay, Grandpa's short. Short in a going up deal. Now, hope I get the next two, and then I'll wait for my arrow to load up. If we can keep going up, I hope. We've got a new high of approximately 216.75. Well, not quite, because I didn't fill that one. Close to it. We're still under a buy. Of course, Grandpa's selling. Okay, got it. We hit 217. I love this. Now Grandpa's going to wait for his arrows. I got some shares. I don't want it to reverse on me and drop like a rock and not have any shorts. So that's all I know about that. Because I expect volatility today. Boy, wouldn't it be something if she went up in the 226 area? Grandma would be so happy. She's got a sell up there at 226. And she would love to get out of it. And I'd love to see her get out of it so she can readjust. So, yeah, that 888,000 job deal, that, Wednesday when it came out that them jobs were not here, they drove the market up on that bad news. Talking about might get a bigger rate cut, but yesterday they changed their tune and went straight down. That's what happens. So in Grandpa's opinion, it doesn't really matter to me what the price of Tesla is. I just want to play a little bit in the beginning of the day, get out and let them do whatever they want after that, and then restart the next day with my arrows. And so far we have a buy arrow and nothing else. And so if you bought back down here with Grandpa, you're golden. So, and now of course Grandpa is short, and but not with very many shares yet. I need more shares. Oh, I got some more. I'm happy. I'm just getting happier. Look at this thing go up. I'm just happy to keep shorting. Oh, I'm loving it. Look at it go up. Oh, that Powell is a good guy. Yeah, they're driving her up. We got 20 minutes till he starts talking. It's going to be a wild day. Going to be a wild day. How high will she go? My thoughts is just to get a good average, so that when we take the run down, I'll just sell the whole works at once, usually. And but I like to buy in increments. That's just Grandpa's feelings, because and I'll watch my arrows. In the smaller time frame, it was acting like it might be getting ready to stall out. So that's what Grandpa's up to. I must have done something right. I'm in the money already, and I don't want to be in the money. I want it to go up higher, because I'm short, and I want some more cheap shares to go down. I want as high up as possible, of course. Oh, let's see. I don't know. Yeah, smart arrows. You absolutely love smart arrows. We might be topping out here. We might be getting close to topping out. It's too early to tell for sure. We do not have a sell signal yet, obviously. And we're still sailing. We're still sailing. Grandpa's got to relax. I uh, I got enough shares now to keep me happy. Uh, at least if we plummet, Grandpa will be happy, happy, happy. But if we go up higher, and I'd like to get a few more shares. Oh man, and yeah, Tesla's looking good. I'm very happy with what it's doing. What did we end up with so far for 217.25 has topped us out so far. That is the top so far. We had a little bit of a thunderstorm this morning, very little rain, just a teeny amount, but we had a lot of noise. We're in a 5-minute chart. We're still under a buy signal, but she's stalling out in Grandpa's opinion. Could be just the bear flag possibly coming. I do not know. They're having a war. They're having a war. Oh, let's see. How old is this candle? This candle is going to change. We get the next candle. This candle's 5 minutes old, just about. There we go. We got the next candle. This candle here can talk. And you know what it's saying? I'm a baby candle. It looks like it's still green. I don't know how long it's going to stay green. I'm thinking it'll probably be an indecision candle, but I do not know. We're still under a buy signal from back down here at the pre-market open. I got to get my friend, show him, get him so he can set up good till cancel extended, so he can place a buy order pre-market. I forgot. I forgot. We were goofing around this morning. I forgot to do it. Okay, so here we have the 50 moving average moving up, and we have the 200 moving down. Now, if they hit about 214, which is, or 214.25 or somewhere, it's too early to know for sure, but say they hit around the 214.10 area, if they come together, from the point where they come together, you can expect pretty much $3 above that at a minimum, which would bring you up to 217.10, and we've already gone past that point. So, but you can also expect up to a $12 move at the most. But this would be a what's called a golden cross if it occurs. And so we could dip down some. That thing could hit and would bring us back up to, at least that 217, 218 area. So that is potential. So a golden cross is going to cross below the price point. This is a 5-minute chart. You can have a golden cross or a death cross in any time frame. However, it happens very often in the 5-minute. We've already got a golden cross. We got a golden cross just after the open, or real close to the open, in the 2-minute time frame, and that it's on my other chart. I guess I could show it to you on this one. My arrows are so messed up on. Okay, so where did we get it? We actually got it pre-market. Right here, we got golden cross in the 2-minute, and back down at 212.90, and it gave us all the way up to 217.27 with a golden cross in the 2-minute chart. So that's $5. $5. We already got a golden cross in the 2-minute chart. I don't usually monitor it in the 2-minute chart. I usually monitor it in the 5-minute. But it looks like we're going to get one in the 5-minute. Yesterday we got one in the 5-minute and the 15-minute going down. It was the death cross. So we're still under a buy signal. We in the 2-minute chart we had a bear flag. Let me show you that bear flag so you know what I'm talking about. In the 2-minute chart, see this here, right here? The beauty of my arrows is you didn't get a down arrow here, okay? Most arrow systems or whatever, moving average systems, they're going to give you a sell signal, and you don't want that sell signal. You want to get your potential, and potentially we're still moving up and away for right now. We have no sell signal whatsoever. And that's all I know about that. Let's see. 950. This is a baby arrow. This arrow right here isn't even a minute old yet. I'm a baby arrow, but I'm a big one. These arrows can talk. Now that might not have been Japanese talk, but it was close to it, as far as Grandpa could tell in his story world. So, yeah, just think about these guys that made these Heikin ASHI candles. A Heikin ASHI candle takes into consideration the previous candles, several of them, and puts it in the calculation of the existing candle, and it smooths it out so you don't get faked out on a green arrow, a red arrow, a green arrow, a red arrow. Grandpa's getting more shares. I'm happy about that. Just keep going up. The higher it goes, the richer Grandpa will get. That's just the way it is. Keep on flying. I want to see that. I want it to just fly. I want it to just fly. Trying to figure out if I'm. Yeah, I've got a good average because I'm actually still making money, and I just got some more shares. Wonder what I. Grandpa's just looking at stuff on my other computer. She's running sideways. I can tell you that right now. In the 2-minute chart, it's running. We're running sideways from about the 215.5 to whatever. But she ain't done going up yet. We have nothing but a buy signal still, and now Grandpa's just waiting. Gotta have a lot of patience to play this game. Grandpa never was big on patience. What the world? I got so many screens to run my mouse across, sometimes I get lost. That's the truth. Still under a buy signal from back down here in the pre-market. All we got so far is one arrow today. And that's fine with Grandpa. We get that white arrow, and then we'll see. Usually around 10:30, this thing will start moving back and forth in a $2 range, and it literally is almost impossible to make money in a $2 range, in my opinion, to any large degree. You end up breaking even or losing 50 cents or whatever, by the time you get in the arrow, get out of the arrow, you're I like when she moves $7, $10. It's way more fun. Look at this golden cross coming here. At this point I think we're going to get a golden cross. Okay, I'm still thinking we're going to probably hit that golden cross approximately around 214, and we're already up above it at 217.30. So we've already got our $3. So what's that golden cross going to give us? Is it going to give us $5, $7, $9, $12? Grandpa don't know. All I know is going to give us something. So, and what it tells you is, I don't. Now, after that, one thing that's pretty important is usually after you get it, very often it will stagnate and taper off. Once the high point, very often in a golden cross, not all the time, but very often, the high point is where it hits. Probably more often than not. So, where the arrow that's directly above it, where that thing hits, you can figure may be your peak. But it's there again, it's not always true, but I would say maybe 70% of the time it is true. And but yesterday it wasn't true. She ran the $12.70 death cross. The death cross is exactly the opposite of a golden cross, and we're looking for golden cross. We have no reason to go short yet, unless you're insane like Grandpa. Uh, but I'm just loading up some pre-shares, anticipating the rundown. 3 minutes and Paul's going to start talking. 3 minutes until Paul starts talking. Should get exciting. The market should plunge straight down. Grandpa will get rich, and we'll all be happy. And we'll get a white arrow. The arrows know. These arrows know. They know. They're so smart. I'll tell you what. If I was as smart as my Japanese arrows, well, they're from outer space, in Grandpa's opinion. They're from somewhere in I think they're from somewhere else. Because they're very smart. They know stuff. That's you got an arrow that knows what's going on. Doesn't give you all them fake outs. Arrows. You do a moving average arrow chart. I tried to adjust them forever to get it fine tuned so it wouldn't give you one false signal after the other, and it's just that's what I like about the reverse engulfing arrow. Now let's see, how old's that candle? Just about done. It looks to me like if the next candle is red, because the body of this one looks like it's going to be engulfed into that one. If the next one is red, but we won't know that for 3 or 4 minutes from now into it. But if the next one is red, oh no, we're going up. We're going up. This thing just took off. We ain't got no sell signal. Grandpa's got more shares. That's what we got. Look at this bus run. Okay, Powell, they're waiting Powell to talk. It's 10 o'clock. I got Bloomberg on here. Look at this thing. It just jumped. Oh boy, I like that. Oh man, what are we up to? 218.20 for a new high. This is looking just absolutely beautiful. 218.25 for 40. Look at it go up, 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 boy. Look at this thing go. I hope it goes to 220, 226, 221. Keep going. Now, Grandpa's backed off now. I got my initial shares that I wanted for going short. And what I'm doing now, personally, is I'm waiting till we have an actual sell signal, and then I'll load up more for the trip down. My latest plan. But right now, no good reason to get out. If you're long, no reason to get out yet, like Grandpa does. But I'll tell you what, there's nothing wrong with taking a profit. This thing is just hot. She's sailing up. Oh, this is going to be fun. What I'm saying is if you're in profit, good profit, there is nothing wrong with taking it. Absolutely nothing wrong. I like taking a profit. Yipper. Yeah, this is just 219.30 and 219.35. This thing is just skyrocketing straight up. Oh man, I love it. And our Golden Cross is coming together. Wow, are we gonna? I think it's gonna hit right around 214 on the Golden Cross. If it gives us $10, we'll be at 224. If this Golden Cross gives us $10, we'll be at 224. Let's see, if it gives us 7, we'll be at 221. I'm thinking we might just see that 221, a $7 Golden Cross. I think that might be real close to what we actually see. We're gonna get a Golden Cross. This is looking like I'm just trying to decide where it's gonna exactly hit 214 or 214.10. You know, yeah, we get a $7 Golden Cross. We should top out around 221. If we get a $10 one, we'll top out at 224. And if we get a $12 Golden Cross, Grandma's going to get rid of her shares at 226 because we have a sell-in at 226. Wouldn't that be awesome? I could live with that. Yes, I could. So this big candle right here is 30 seconds from ending, and then we'll see what we get next, and it should be another green candle. Oh yeah, I'm happy with what they're doing today. Yeah, that's quite a run. So if you got in on this candle down here at let's see, 212.90, 1290 to 218, 219, 212. So say 213. Make it easy for Grandpa. So we've jumped up $6. You made $6 if you got in on this simple green arrow. If you got in on this green arrow, you're up. You have potential for a $6 move. That's money in anybody's book. Grandpa made money. I'm happy. I'm not whining today. Some days Grandpa whines. Well, I didn't like that one day where it went back and forth all the time. I think we're slowing down here a little bit, but nothing to panic on yet. She's nothing but up. Will we top this 219.50? I do not know. We didn't quite reach 219.50. We were a few pennies off. So far. We're getting some red candles in the 2-minute chart currently. I watched multiple time frames. I got like 5 computer screens up at all times. So I watch multiple time frames. I base my trades mostly on the 5 minute, but I have a 2 minute up at all times, and I have a 15 minute, a 30 minute, and I like to look at one of them. I change back and forth between the hourly and the 4 hour, and just what Grandpa does, you know. So I like to see those other time frames. Okay, where's this bus going to hit? Right around 214.10, 214 area. What's it going to give us? So far we got about $5.50 off of this Golden Cross from the time it hits. And well, it's from where it hits straight up. So I mean, I'm just going back over here. If it would go that high again, we'd have that. And I think we are still moving up. We have nothing but a green arrow and no indication of it reversing at this point, other than opinions. We have no reason to. Grandpa has no reason to go short like he did so far, but I don't want to. Paul's talking. Says he will do everything we can to support a strong labor market. Well, they better start supporting it. Well, apparently the markets are liking what he's saying so far. Paul says the time has come for policy to adjust. That would mean rate cuts. That means that's very bullish. They like to hear that. No wonder it's going up. I'll read it to you as I see it on the screen here. You're getting the play-by-play on Paul with your green arrow. So, he says he don't seek or welcome further labor market cooling. So that means they don't want to cool us down. He don't want our labor market to cool anymore. Look at this. You know, we might get that golden, we might have a $12 Golden Cross coming. Okay, so from 214 to $12 would be 226 and change. $12. Well, yesterday we had 1270 going down, so we could get 1270 going up. That's about the biggest I see on these 5-minute time frames for a Golden Cross or a Death Cross. Usually right around $12 tops them out. Oh boy, that would be nice. Grandma get rid of her shares at 226. That would just be awesome. It says we're going to do everything we can to support a strong labor market. Oh boy. Okay, the S&P is up. The NASDAQ is up a lot. Pretty good. And the Russell is up. Everybody's happy listening to Paul today. And he's going to do everything he can to support a strong labor market. It's about time. Okay, look at this bus run up. Don't you wish you would have bought down here and kept them? Grandpa sold early. Oh, Grandpa. I can't tell you how happy Grandpa is. Grandpa's happy. Paul says the time has come for the policy to adjust. He's going to start making some adjustments by George. I haven't seen if he's saying he's going to do 25 or 50 or whatever yet, but they better do something. You don't welcome further labor market cooling. The labor markets, that report the other day of that 888,000 jobs that were non-existent, that was a killer. Okay, so this 50 moving average is coming on close to this 200. She's going to come together here shortly. We have a problem. What is it? What's the problem? Well, I'll tell you what the problem is. Grandpa's coffee's cold, so I'm gonna go heat my coffee up, and I'll be right back. And right now you're under a green arrow, and nothing's gonna change. I'll be back before anything changes. I'll guarantee you that. So right now you're under a buy signal, and if you watch Grandpa's arrows, you made money like Grandpa did. See you in a little bit. I gotta heat my coffee up. Okay, yeah, the markets are liking this. We're still under a buy signal. Um, I want to say that lag on the testing that we've done currently, we have a lag. If you're on your laptop or your phone and you have good internet where you're at, you should be expecting about a 1 minute lag, approximately 1 minute from the time I place or arrow appears. So like if we get a reversal arrow up here somewhere, sometime today possibly, it will be a white arrow, and that's a reversal arrow, meaning that the market is going to go down, and how far nobody knows, but it will go down. And you want to know as quickly as possible. So you got about 1 minute lag, and on a 5 minute candle, that's doable. However, in the future, I'm thinking of doing like a group text with it, which is just like one, not even a second, if you have internet. So you'd get a group text on your phone showing you the reversal signal, and so that you're more real time, because time is money. The market can move a fair amount in just 1 minute. This crazy stock can move $1 in a minute, or 50 cents, or who knows what, you know. So let's see here. I think I'm getting messages, however, I don't know. We have a new high of 220.28. That is just absolutely awesome. And we're still green and no reason to change. I'll tell you what, I'm going for 226, make grandma happy. We have a low today of 214.21. However, if you got in down there with grandpa, you were in at about 212. I actually had right around 212 average going up when I went up. Let's see, do I got messages? No, I do not. That's good. I don't want none. So new high of 220.28. The low in regular hours was 214.21. The other thing, from the high to the low of the day, you a lot of times in Tesla, if it's a good day, you'll get a $10 move or so, or more. $5 is pretty. We had $5 moves for quite a while. That's if you're moving. If you get in a stretch where you're moving back and forth day after day, zigzagging sideways, them are usually your $5 to $7 days from high to low, and Grandpa likes the 10 and 15 and $20 days. Back in the day when Tesla, before they did the splits, when Tesla used to be up in the $1,000 range, and in the 900s for a long time. And back then, Tesla would move $20 up and down every day like nothing, and a lot of times it would move $50 up or down in a day. So that, but the shares were much more expensive. And I like it that they keep it down for us little guys, so that they're somewhat affordable. And if they get up in the thousands again, Tesla will do a reverse split again, 3-to-1 usually is what they do to bring the price down so that the little people like us like me, can afford to buy more shares. Uh, yeah, the S&P is up, the Nasdaq's up, and the Dow is up. They like what Powell said, whatever he said. Powell says, my confidence has grown that inflation is on a path to 2%. So he's getting more common. Timing, pace of rate cuts depends on data, evolving outlook, and balance of risks. So the timing of the rate cuts. But we got rate cuts in our future. So that means September and probably another one in December. So far, the consensus has been that we'll get 25 each time. However, and the reason that they might not do 50 is right out of the chute is they're scared that people will think that we're going in a recession if they do too much. So we have a new high of 220.50 and climbing. We're heading for 226. Okay, Golden Cross. See this right here if you're watching? You have the 50 moving average coming up. You have the 200 moving average coming across. When this thing touches, which it's just about doing right now, it looks like it's going to touch right around the 214.25, and it's going to do it at right about 225. Right now, it actually did it at 220. 1020, I mean. 1020, you have a golden cross, and straight up above it, we got the golden cross at 214.25, and we went up to 227.8, 220 and 80 cents. So $6.50 so far on our golden cross. And there again, this thing can go to $12 or more. We got $12.70 on a death cross yesterday, as you already know. My smart arrows will tell you when it's going to reverse. Don't even worry about it. Grandpa has smart arrows. How they got to be that smart, I don't know. They're based on the Heikin ASHI Reverse Engulfing method. That's what they're based on. But this is a beautiful, beautiful golden cross. And not only that, usually, very often, 70% of the time, straight above where it crossed at 214.25, this is usually the peak. And we've already gone past it just a little bit. Well, that's a good sign we're going to keep running. So if you like signs, you got one. That's all Grandpa knows about that. 220.80, new high. Grandma is getting richer by the second. She is making money. Oh, Grandma's happy. Well, Grandma is happy because she's out at the garage sales with Dorina. And tonight we have Singspiration at Pastor's house. Grandpa's bringing the pickup. We're going to do rides around the field with all the little ones in the back, and then we're having bonfire and hot dogs and brats and all that kind of stuff, and sing some hymns, and it's going to be a good time. Going to have a lot of fun tonight. Grandpa's looking forward to it. The kids love to ride in Grandpa's old pickup. I got, the old pickup. And they all get in the box, and we just go along slow, and we pretend we're imaginary, that we're going around the world. There's no pickup faster than Grandpa's pickup, because if you close your eyes, then Grandpa revs the motor up because they ain't got a muffler, and then you open your eyes, you're right back where you started at, and you already went around the whole world. That's what we do. We Grandpa, I want to go around the world. Can we go around the world? They love going around the world. And Grandpa has fun. We get about 10, 15 kids in the back of there and a couple of adults to watch them so they don't fall out. And we go drive around, and we get attacked by spaceships, and we have all kinds of fun. New high at 220.84. We get attacked by alien spaceships coming to attack us. And in order to keep the alien spaceships away from it, they bang on the roof and on the sides. So they're banging like crazy because that's how they stop those spaceships from getting us, It's fun. They really got imaginations, I'll tell you what. And all Grandpa does is play all day long with them. Look at this thing run. No reason to get out of this trade whatsoever. You are just making money. I'm leaning towards we're gonna get our $12 or $12.70. So let's see, what exactly was it again when we crossed? 214.25. $10 will be 224.25. 226.25 is $12. 226 is 25. 226.95 would be $12.70. We could come right just about to 227 before this thing turns. If this Golden Cross plays out as big as Grandpa's ever seen, I can live with that. 226.95. Can we make it? That would give us $12.70. I think. If Grandpa's not very good with math, and Grandpa's not very good at typing. I failed typing class, of course, when I was young. And I've said this before, most people type so many words per minute. Well, Grandpa types so many letters per minute. That's just the way it is. But Grandpa knows about arrows, and that's what we need to know. We need to know when that white arrow comes. We have a new high of 221.01. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. New high 221.01. So we're up $7. Just about $7 from the open. And if you bought back in on Grandpa's green arrow down here, and you would have got in it at, even with your minute delay, at 213 at worst case scenario. And 213 up to 221 would be $8. You're up eight. You'd be up $8 right now. $8. $8 is real money. And climbing. Yeah, you got to see a Golden Cross live and in action on Grandpa's Smart Arrow chart. Yipper. You know, charting don't need to be all that complicated. I only have the 200 moving average and the 50 moving average on here just because I like to look at golden crosses and death crosses. And this one right here is the 21 moving average. And I have that on there because I like a 21 moving average. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Yeah, so we had a golden cross in the 2 minute and the... No, I'm looking at, we're a long ways from getting a golden cross in the 15-minute chart yet. Yesterday we got one going down we got one in the 5 and the 15 yesterday. But the 15 is a long ways away. But if we go all the way to 227, we just might get a golden cross in the 15-minute also. If we could make it up to 227. 226.95 is where I hope it goes there, but I mean, I don't know. Really good news coming out. Paul says the time has come for policy to adjust. The markets are just loving what that guy said today. All the analysts are talking and hyping it up. All the guys are driving shares tomorrow. They'll scare us to death and drive the price down in the toilet. You just don't know. Nobody knows. I'll tell you who does know. If you really want to know where this thing is going to go or turn or whatnot, is the arrow. The arrow is going to tell you when it's time to make an adjustment. Now, I'm going to point something out here that's real important. See this white line coming across? That is a trend line going back, well, in November it'll be 3 years that the trend line has been in effect. This trend line right here. And in the past, it has broke through it in the recent past. But prior to that, it did not break through it. Now, this thing is going to act as resistance. I'll tell you that right now. Currently, it's in each time frame, it's at a different spot. But right here, it looks like it's right around the 221.60 area is where that 221.65 is where that line is going to be in the 5-minute chart. However, in the let me look at the 15-minute where it's at. Yeah, it's about the same, 221.65 in the 15-minute chart. In the higher time frames, like daily and whatever, it'll be up a little higher. And traders and their line might be off 25 cents one way or the other from Grandpa's or whatever, going back in time. But the traders watch that line and they anticipate a change near that line or at that line, and it'll tend to trade along that line. Let me, I'm going to make the chart smaller, and we're going to look at that line back in time a little bit. So here's your line. We got up above it, and but you see here how it ran along the top of the line. It ran right on the line for a long time. A lot of action along that line. Goes up, just about gets to the line. It reverses. Right here, it went up, hit the line, went down, come back, hit the line, reverse, went down, back and forth. Right here, it broke through the line a little bit, ran sideways, and took off. So that line has a little bit of prevalence to your world. That trend line took us a long time to break through that thing at all. I mean, it came down all the way from. I'll show you that same line in a monthly chart. Here it is right here. Right there's that line coming down. And currently, the dominant trend is still down because we lost the daily yesterday. This candle here is all messed up because my arrows are all coagulated over it in this monthly chart. I'm going to look at the daily just for the fun of it. Boy, is that a mess. I got so many arrows that are over top of it, I can't even tell what it's got going. That's nasty. Yeah, we're in a sell signal, and forget about that green arrow. These arrows are irrelevant on this chart. They're transferred over from the 5-minute chart, so they mean absolutely nothing on this one. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're in a sell signal on the daily, and that means that the dominant trend is still down, not up. The other day, for one day, we had the dominant trend up, but yesterday put the kibosh to that. And so the dominant trend is back to down again. And that's the way it is. We have to break through this white line for a ways and stay there for a bit, probably close above it. If we don't close above it, it don't mean beans. So I'll get my chart back on the 5 minutes so you can watch your. We have a reversal going here. How old is that candle? That candle is 2 minutes old. We may be getting a sell arrow shortly. I do not know. It looks like we're going to head down. She come up to the line and she's going to reverse on us. Very likely going to reverse. My opinion, it's not a fact. The candle is only 2.5 minutes old, the red candle. It's only 2.5 minutes old, but it would be a cell signal. We're probably going to move sideways here for a while, would be Grandpa's guess. But it looks like it's going to be a white arrow. We have a cell signal. Oh man. What about? Well, it could be just a dip, and we can go back up. But hard to say at this point. I'd like to get some more shorts for the ride down, if there's going to be a ride down. Grandpa don't know how far she'll go, but right now we're under a cell signal. Might not be for long. Be careful with this, because we could have a green arrow in a little bit, another one. Because I'm anticipating sideways movement. And sideways, what time is it? Sure enough, it's 10:45. This is the time of day you get your sideways movement, and it can just kill a trader. You know, going back and forth, and you can lose money with that if it starts doing trading, in a $1.50 range, from back and forth, sideways. I mean, I've seen it where it's done it all the way from 10:30 to 4 o'clock. Just nothing but sideways in a $1.50, $2 range. And that is not conducive to making money, I'll tell you that. But yeah, looks to me like you had a beautiful, if I can get my mouse on the right page here, 214.25 and 221. You got $7.25 Golden Cross. That's above the average, I can tell you that. That's a good move. I'm hoping we get a bounce up. Grandpa wants to get some more shorts. I don't know if I'll get them or not. I don't care. I got enough shares anyway going down. I'm short. And we will just see how she goes. Hope we get a bounce up to 220.50 again. Get a few more shorts. Well, this could just zigzag down. It could just go down for a while and reverse and head right back up and still give us that. So far we got $7 or something in that golden cross, but this thing could retrace a little bit and head right up to 226.95 yet. So we, but right now we're under a sell arrow, and that's what it is. We're going down. These arrows are smart and they're quick. So reality, if you sold these arrows and stuck just only to the arrow, you're at 213, and you would have got out at 220 and change. So you had a $7 run. If you only just followed the arrow, even with your 1 minute delay, you got your $7. And that's a nice day in anybody's book. That's a nice day in $7 move. If you got 100 shares, that's $700, and it makes it fun. If you got 1,000 shares, it's $7,000. If you got 10 shares, it's $70. That's pretty good hourly wage for a couple hours of listening to Grandpa babble. Down to 217.85 and dropping. I think I'm going to give up on a few. What the world does this pop up? How low will she go? I do not know. I was hoping to snag some more shorts up there, but I was a little late on the trigger. She come down pretty quick. They must have said something to put a scare in people again. What it is, I don't know. It's all the analysts talking. She's heading down, down. Poor grandma, she didn't get rid of it. Yeah, truthfully, I think by Tuesday next week, we're gonna probably get up in the mid 220 range, 225, 226. I think by next Tuesday. I think it's only Grandpa's opinion, of course, but I think we're going to bounce around in the well, it looks like the 210 to 220 area, and probably with a dip down to 201 area. If we close below that 201, though, watch out. If we can close above 226, we're going up. That's Grandpa's opinion. There's some big buys coming in at 217.10. Somebody was buying 10,000 shares there. Don't mean it's going to stop it, believe me. If you're buying shares, it actually has an effect on the movement of the stock. But if you're options that you hear so much about, the only way they affect the actual stock price is because of speculation. They don't cause it to actually move one way or the other than people say, oh, this guy bought so much options, he must know something. So then they think it's going that way, type of deal. I'm not an option guy. I don't do options because I'm not smart enough. And I don't want to be that smart. I don't like it because they deteriorate with time. You can be right about everything, and the time decay can make you a loser. And I don't like losing. I like making money. I might not make as much money as these big guys, or some of them, but at least I make money, for the most part. Yep, we have a sell arrow, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's white, and if you bought with the green arrow today and you sold with that white arrow, you made a strong $7, even with a minute delay. There's no doubt about it. And if you sold up at the peak or whatnot, you were up $8 or more at one point. So there's no profit that's a bad profit, as long as it's a profit. But what's nice about the Heikin ASHI candles and my arrow system is it keeps you in the game. Right here, in this area here, in a 2-minute chart, there were red candles all over the place. And people would have got out of their trade. And you lose all this potential profit, at that point. So, still under a sell signal. Hey, it's almost 11 o'clock. At 11:15, oh man. Well, I'll stay with you till we at least get the next candle. Oh, I got some more shares. Good. Oh, I'm happy about that. I am happy about that. happy about that. Now, now Grandpa will play hardball. Now I got close to what I want for shares. I'll be right back. You just keep watching these arrows. Hello? 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 Yeah, but I laid the mic down on the floor. So when you called, I just got done laying it down. So Paul's news came out pretty good. She took off pretty good. Uh, Gave a buy signal down at 212, and I went long and got out. It went up to 221 and almost 221 and a half. Yeah, so it was fun. So I know about that. So where you at? What happened there? Yeah. Okay. 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 Was it a decent paying one? Okay. Right. You're in a good area. You'll be right back to Minnesota, and that's probably what you should do. Or North Dakota. Yeah. 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 absolutely. Uh, they don't want to give you your $50 to make the stop. It costs money to stop that truck. And,
Right,
and,
I don't,
and time to go and do all that printing.
right, find someone to do the printing and screw around with that. The lines of the loves are already, it's a headache. So I figured it was worth the $50 to do it for them.
Yeah, we got to.
And I didn't like that they just, the way they said it, like they just expected me to do it,
Right,
right?
right. You're gonna do this.
You're gonna do this.
Right. Yeah, we got a golden cross in the 5 minute chart, and it was good for uh, $7.25 going up.
Wow.
Well, yesterday we had that death cross was $12.70 down on a death cross. So, but this morning now, and I told them in advance it was coming, the Golden Cross, and what to expect, and so it did really well, $7.25. I was hoping it would turn into a $12 one. If it would have turned into a $12 one, your mother would have sold her shares at 226 and got out and made money. But
Yeah.
I think by next Tuesday she'll get out. She'll be out and made her money. But
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, you're going to what is it, a light load or heavy or?
Yeah, it's pretty light. It's 25,000 pounds
Oh,
only.
perfect, perfect.
What, 25 degrees?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Well, you can't beat that. Yeah. You know, they can play their games and expect you to do free stuff for them to a certain extent, but they don't want to pay you your 50. They're paying. They're going to pay somebody else more than $50 now
You're right. Well, it's off the board now, but it was posted for 200 more than I had. Uh,
in the load.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I was
okay.
only asking for $50 and I was already there. Oh, I better take this call.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
Okay, I'm back with you. We're still red and moving sideways, right around the 217 area. Is where we're at. And of course, Grandpa's short, so at this point in time, the lower it goes, the happier Grandpa gets. That's just the way it is. Uh, I'm happy no matter what. That was my son that called that has our little trucking company, and he's talking to me about uh, the loads he's booking and not booking and where he's going. I've been to all those places a time or two during my life, so that's what I did. I did over the road trucking. We have our own authority, and we're not leased to anybody else or anything like that. We're dinosaurs. Very few people have a small trucking company anymore in the world. Okay, 1107. We have our down arrow. I don't know if we'll ever get an up arrow or not. Oh, we will. We will eventually. Let's see how old's that candle. Just about 3 minutes old. The latest candle is just about 3 minutes old. We had the excitement of the Golden Cross today. And in my title, if you read it, I wrote something about smart arrows, golden or death cross. Which will it be? Well, obviously, we got the golden arrow today because we're golden. And we got our arrows. Our arrows are right on cue. Keep an eye on Grandpa's arrows. We might be getting a reversal possibly here shortly. Um, the coffee's getting cold again, so we're in the time of day where we could just bounce back and forth here some in a tight range. In the 2 minute, we're already running in a real tight range for the last 20 minutes. More than that, 30 minutes. We've been in a pretty tight range. You can see it a little clearer. But so right now, she's bottoming out right around the 217. We're literally running in between the 217, 218, and I do not like trading this. I'm already in my position. My position is short at this point. The only thing I will do is add more shorts. If we get a bounce up in the 221 area, I'm short more. That's all I'll do. And I'm waiting for an opportunity to make my money and get out of Dodge with my short position. But I don't want to buy and sell the arrows at this point because it's too high a chance of just small movements back and forth. And those small movements will absolutely kill you. What I'm really hoping for right now is what it's doing right now, which is diving straight down so that I can pick up some money because Grandma needs money, being she bought shares at the wrong spot. Oh, poor Grandma. She shouldn't listen to Grandpa. Grandpa's opinion on where to buy shares. Go buy the arrows, Grandma. Poor Grandma. She doesn't even care. That's the real truth. She'll just wait. Do you know that gal? What was it she bought at? She owned shares at one point, and I want to say she bought in around. I think it was 210 or something like that. She bought a whole bunch of shares going along, and that was back when the price went down to a 101.81, and it went all the way down there. She kept her shares, came all the way back up, and she made like $10 on those shares. But it took quite a while. But she didn't give her shares away. They ain't gonna take Grandma's shares, that's for sure. So we're still headed down here. The arrows will tell you if we're gonna go up. She moved sideways for 35 minutes completely. So now we have a $2 range. We're running between the 216 and the 218 now. And it might do that for quite a while. So we're running between the 218 and the 216 as far as the range. And she is going down. We got this candle is 2 minutes old. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be back in a few minutes here. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so what happened? Well, Grandpa was gone. We do not have a buy signal, so don't panic. Hey, at least, oh, we do have a buy signal. That happened quick. Well, not yet. Let's see. No, we don't got one yet. We're close to one. We are close to a buy signal. The candle isn't old enough yet to make it a buy signal. And I'll explain why it is a buy signal if we get one. Candle's not even 2 minutes old. That's the issue. And until the candle is at least 3 minutes old, it won't do it. Very rarely, depending on how fast the movement is and the volatility. Grandpa had to get up and walk around a little bit. Okay, so we are almost 2.5 minutes. That candle's almost 2.5 minutes old. I like it when they're 4 minutes old because then they really talk pretty. I'm a 4-minute candle. They get a deep voice. When they're little, they're just little babies. Then they talk different. And it really looks like we are going to have a green candle here. And we do. Green candle, green arrow. We have a green candle and a green arrow. So we have a reversal signal. Okay. And now, here's the thing. If you got out of that candle, you probably got out about 217.70. Okay. And on the downside, you got in about 220.30. So you had potential there to make a $3 move, which is substantial. And now we have an up arrow. And next we will get a down arrow at some point. And at 11:15, Grandpa plans on leaving you. I anticipate basically sideways movement in the $2 to $3 range. And but it could take off. This thing could just take off and fly. But I don't. The arrows will let you know. But I'm not going to be here after. Oh, it's already. What time is it? 11:19. Oh, I'm done. Crap. What? Let me look at the clock here. 11:19. Oh, time flies when you're having fun. I lost track of time. It's 11:20. So I'll stick around till 11:30. Being I don't even know what time it is. How'd you like to do arrows with a guy that doesn't even know what time it is, but he knows about golden crosses, by George. And we got a beautiful golden cross today, $7.25-30 worth. And yeah, if you bought this green arrow and sold here on the white arrow, you You picked up you picked up $7 even with your minute delay. No doubt about it. And on this one, you coming down and to the rebuy. Let me look at it again so I'm not lying to you. 220 to you picked up $2.50 probably over $2 for sure on that move down. And Grandpa's hoping it goes up here and snags me some more shorts. That's what Grandpa's hoping. I hope it sails right up there. However, I don't think it's going to. I think we're going to stagnate in that 218 and a half area to the 216, so a $2.50 range. Probably more likely the 216 area, 217. Just sideways garbage. That's what Grandpa's found in Grandpa's world is if you want to trade the sideways market from 11:30 on, very very often is just the way to give your profits away, and Grandpa don't like doing that. I stick with my position, and when I get my little dip today, when she makes its little dip today, Grandpa will take his profit and he'll be happy, happy, happy. That's how it works. So we're currently in a buy situation, and she's already moving sideways in the 2-minute chart again. Let's see, the in the 2-minute chart, the 50 moving average is already up over top of the arrows, and so that will act as resistance now on the top side. It doesn't mean it can't blow through it, obviously, but she's come. I'll show you the 2-minute chart just for the fun of it if you want to take a look at it. See, the 50 moving average has gone up above the price point in the 2-minute. And there's a lot of people that play the 2-minute chart, and so they expect it to stay underneath to some degree. I mean, like I say, it can on a 2-minute chart it can blow right through it, and I hope it does. It wouldn't surprise me if it does at all. Yeah, we had a golden cross in the 2-minute also. That was just beautiful. Back here, just prior to the open, right about there. 213, it pretty much did the same thing as the 5-minute chart for about $7.25, $7.50. Yeah, well, that 2-minute we got a $8.50 golden cross. Yeah, that's a nice golden cross. We're inching up in the 2-minute. I'm going back to the 5-minute. She's moving up. She's moving up. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 5 minutes to 11:30. That's when Grandpa's leaving you. 5 minutes. One more candle after this one. Well, no, this is the last candle. Oh, you know what? This candle here is only 30 seconds old. It says, "I'm a baby candle." But I'm getting bigger and bigger. We don't even know what color this candle's going to be yet. It's just about a minute old. At the end of this candle, I'm going to say goodnight, Irene. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it was a good day. We got, like I say, we got Singspiration tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. Hot dogs and brats and watermelon and all that good stuff. And we had good news with the Fed, the way it seemed. She might just go right. You know, this is very possible. We got our little reversal here to build some strength. She got this candle here got pushed back up pretty hard. That's a sign of strength right there. Right here. It's a sign of strength. And then we get the green arrow telling you to buy Tesla shares, and away she goes. Well, get up there and hit that 226 for Grandma? I hope so. I hope it goes right up to 226.95. Remember, Grandpa called that number, will you? See if we don't. Maybe Grandpa actually get something right once. I was real close on my prediction on the open. Within seconds, I had it of the open. I was 50 cents off at the open, but, you know, because I said we were going to gap up and most likely open at 215, and we opened at 214 and a half. But within 2-3 seconds of the open, we were at 215 within seconds. So that means that Grandpa needs to work on, because I'm seconds off, seconds, not minutes. Grandpa's only seconds off. Seconds. 11:28. Yeah, I do not like trading. I like knowing where I'm going prior to right around this 10:30 time frame. I like to know what I'm doing, and I'm going short. That's what Grandpa's doing. And I've got just exactly what I want for shorts right now, and I will add to my shorts if given the opportunity. And I hope I get the opportunity. And you're in a money-making situation. Put yourself in a situation where you're going to make money. This was a fun run up to date. I didn't get all of it, but I got a bunch of it going up. I didn't get all of it, but I got a bunch of it. I went and got me some profit right in here on, because we were getting red candles on the 2-minute, and I like to know I'm gonna make money, so I took some profits there. Otherwise, I would have made far more than I did. And it hardly matters. The main thing is you make some good money and do it consistently every day. My way of thinking is you trade, maybe get where you get your one good trade a day, whether it's a $3 move or a $5 move or a $7 or a $10 move, whatever it is, and then wait for the next day. Rome wasn't built in, whatever that saying is. Okay, well, hope you had fun. I appreciate you coming. And remember, the smart arrow knows Well, it's from outer space, of course. Hey, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See, hey, after the close, I will come and try to do an up. Well, I don't know if I will tonight. I might wait till tomorrow. And I got to mow lawn, church lawn tomorrow because we got that thing going tonight. So sometime this weekend, I'll do a live stream talking about where I think we're going on Monday. Um, and I don't know if I'll do it Saturday or maybe Sunday afternoon or maybe both. And then just short ones, 10-minute type deal. And then on Monday morning, Lord willing, I plan on being back at 9:15 a.m. for a couple hours. So you can trade these arrows, and we're going to have fun. Oh boy, are we going to make money on Monday and Tuesday? Grandpa's opinion, we might get up to, if we don't do it today or sooner, by Tuesday. I'm anticipating pushing it towards that 227, real close to 227 if we don't do it before. So see you then. Bye-bye.